Question 33 writing task is to write a letter to family GP, Dr. Lacrisel referring Mr. Pittman, who was admitted to nurse lead outpatient clinic in the Newtown Hospital with deep laceration on lower left arm as a result of an accidental injury with handsaw while cutting wood, requesting to do a full cardiac assessment and management of Mr. Pittman's hypertension. Here, you are a nurse in Merlin outpatient clinic in the Newtown Hospital where Mr. Pittman was admitted, and you're writing a referral letter to family GP asking him to do a full cardiac assessment and management of Mr. Pittman's hypertension. Let us look into the case note first. This is simple and very straightforward case note. The name and age of the patient is important and should be mentioned in the reference part of the letter. Here, not all the information are relevant and need to be mentioned in the letter. Since the letter is written to the family GP, the patient is already known to the doctor. Hence, you can avoid mentioning the patient's family job, habits, and past medical history. Moving further, we can see a lot of dates along with some information. Even though all the information provided are relevant, you should take special care in organizing the information in an impressive manner so that the continuity of the letter is not lost. Since there are a lot of numerical given, you can use them while framing the letter, but it would be much appreciated if you don't overuse them while framing the letter. The assessment and plan mentioned in the case note are relevant and should be emphasized in the letter. Taking all these points, we have to prepare a letter in an organized manner. Now let us see how we can write a letter with the help of a sample letter written by a candidate from India. The address, date and salutation written are correct. In the reference, we don't have to write age to 69. Instead, you can simply write 69 years. Moving to the introduction paragraph, I am writing to request a full cardiac assessment and management of Mr. Pittman, who has uncontrolled hypertension. He is recovered from a deep lacerated cut wound and is ready to be discharged today. Here, he is already discharged and was an outpatient department for his wound management. Hence, the last part of the paragraph is wrong. Moving to the second paragraph, initially, Mr. Pittman was admitted to hospital following a cut injury on his left lower arm. During hospitalization, he was treated with antibiotics along with sutures and dressing, which is also not up to the standard. The second sentence can be restructured like, his wound was sutured and dressed and was managed with antibiotics. Moving to the third paragraph, Mr. Pittman visited to the clinic on 4th July for his follow-up. He complained of severe pain associated with hematoma. On assessment, his blood pressure was 186/89 mmHg while sitting and 190/86 mmHg in supine. On his subsequent visits, his blood pressure was constantly elevated. Presently, his wound is healthy. Here, the first sentence says he visited the clinic on 4th July for his follow-up, but the introduction says he is being discharged today, which is contradicting. Coming to the last sentence, it pops out of nowhere and the transition to this information is not proper. Instead, you can frame the paragraph like, Mr. Pittman visited to the clinic on 4th July for his follow-up. He complained of severe pain associated with hematoma. On assessment, his wound is healthy and healed well, but his blood pressure was 186/89 mmHg while sitting and 190/86 mmHg in supine position. On a subsequent visit, his blood pressure was constantly elevated in the same range, which is more organized and impressive. The wind-up sentence and sign-off written are perfect. Considering the above mentioned points, this letter will score for 310. Thank you.
New method for OET learning. How are you preparing? Online or offline? For speaking and writing, you can get tutor reviews. How will you be able to manage your reading and listening? How can you manage your self-practice easier than never before? Learn OET in Merlin's way. Most successful OET learning method from world's best online trainer. Chat now. mentormerlinexam.com